Hey everybody, so today we're opening another Final Fantasy Play Booster box. This is box number 4. The average cost of these boxes is $173, so we're aiming for that. We want to complete more cards out of the set, but the top priority, box number 4, and we still haven't hit a Vivi, so we really like one of those. By the time you see this video, because it takes me a while to edit, I've already opened the whole booster box of 6, or booster case of 6 boxes. That's still a pretty small sample size, but I've definitely noticed trends of while they say equal pull rates, I'm definitely seeing a lot of certain rares, a lot of certain through the ages cards. So I'll call that out. For example, the first rare in the box, the Earth Crystal. All of the crystals, I've seen at least 3 or 4 of them, with the exception of I think I got 2 darkness crystals. Another thing from having a chance to crack open 6 boxes, I love the set. It's well balanced, beautiful art. As a Final Fantasy VIII stan, I wish it would have got a little bit more love. You got the Squall, you got the Renoa, Zelda, and Quistis. You got a couple more cards in the Commander set if you're actually opening collector boosters, like a Dia, but you also have Ultimecia. But a fair number of the characters, such as Irvine and Selphie, as far as I'm aware, didn't get any cards. Now, luckily, my second favorite game personally is Final Fantasy X. They definitely gave that a bit more love. You got multiple versions of Titus. Also, his Surgeful is one of the more valuable chase cards in the set. And then you also got some cards such as Waka that are in the Commander set as well. But then just a lot of cool enchantments and sorcery cards like Overkill, which I know some old heads of Magic the Gathering aren't a fan of the Jumbo Cactuar plus 9999 or the Overkill minus 9999 for toughness. I personally like it a lot. The Imperial City, beautiful, worthless through the ages card. Hope is another rare. I know they're all supposed to have, supposedly have the same drop rate for rares or mythics, but I've definitely seen 3 or 4 hopes at least. I believe this is number 5 when I was recording this. The Laughing Mad card. For those who like Final Fantasy VI, Kefka got a lot of love. A few different character, legendary creature cards, cool artwork on a couple of different sorceries and enchantments, beautiful Genova special treatment. And one of the things that's kind of weird to me, I know you gotta balance the set a bit. Just like the joke with the Emrakul versus a dozen squirrels. But some of the attack, toughness, of legendary creature cards doesn't always make sense to me. Like a Ochu being a 1/1, at least in all the Final Fantasy games I've played, and I haven't played them all. An Ochu is at least a tougher later game random encounter, or like in Final Fantasy X, it's an early game boss battle at Kilika, but it's still a boss battle. So that Ochu being a 1/1, kind of odd to me. Love the Esper Ramu, although Quetzalcoatl, personal favorite. This was a great hit. Just a standard treatment lightning, but has a lot of value right now, and that value really isn't dropping so far, like with a lot of the cards. Anyone who's been keeping up, what you're seeing a lot of is for the standard treatments that come in play booster boxes, some are dropping, some less popular characters are dropping, but some of the staples such as Tifa, Cloud, Sephiroth, they're all in that 20 to 40 price range, and the Buster Sword maintaining over 50. And shameless plug right here, if you're liking this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. I've only been doing these videos and had a channel for a couple weeks, so I'm still trying to figure out how much voiceover and how much talking to do, what everyone likes to see for the video itself as far as showing prices, those types of things. So also constructive feedback. If I'm talking too much and you wish I'd shut up, not enough. If the video itself is too busy with the prices or you'd like to see more, please drop me a comment. Be as kind or as rude as you want to be. Another thing worth mentioning, since I'm still searching for my first Vivi during this video, box number 4. Again, small sample size, but in 3 boxes I hit 4 Sephiroths. So, no, it's one of the most popular characters, but definitely hitting more Sephiroths, even more Clouds than a Vivi, although 1 is more than 0. So. And finally, it happened.
Oh my God!
Got a Vivi. The only Vivi in the whole case, all 6 boxes. I don't know if it's just one of the mythics that's hardest to hit, considering at this point I already had hit 4 Sephiroths before this box, or I just had an outlier with the sample size I had. Beautiful art card. I won't spoil it, but for Final Fantasy X fans, very sad scene. Giant of Babel, not worth much, but gorgeous art. And then the special treatment for Summon Guardian Force Ifrit. I think for the most part, the summons, the Guardian Forces, those are the commons and uncommons that receive the most special treatments. I saw a lot of those while opening up these boxes. Adventurer's Airship, a vehicle card. With the coming set Edge of Eternities, for those who are keeping up on it, they're saying you can now use vehicles for commanders. There aren't that many in this set, just forward looking. I think the Balam Garden 2-sided card is also I believe it's a legendary vehicle. And with that, I'm probably gonna talk less, let the background music play, and just get through these cards. Again, I'll try to call out any of the cards that are the first time I got it in this box, although to be honest, don't really remember. And I'll definitely call out cards that seem to be the most common bulk rares you get, or the most common through the ages cards you get. Then the Vaughn from Final Fantasy XII through the ages card. Saw a few of him, don't think it's an outlier. You will see the common, uncommon through the ages card more than the others. And this was the first Mass Immune that I actually got. Worth mentioning, I got 2 Buster Swords before I saw the Mass Immune. And the Landfall Tifa, the mono green one. Saw 4 of her in this case. 2 borderless, 2 standard treatment. The Wild Rose Rebellion. The most beautiful counter spell I have, but besides Thrum of the Vestige, which is the Thunderbolt alt art for Through the Ages, that Wild Rose card is the second most common one I saw. One a box. Genji Glove. That's gonna be a bulk rare worth 2 cents by how often I pulled it. And the best Sid in the series, at least in my opinion, Headmaster Sid from Final Fantasy VIII. The borderless Vaughn. May have mentioned this, but I believe that every single play booster box I've seen, all 6, you got 2 borderless. So the box before this, which I unfortunately didn't record, second or third pack, I get the borderless Sephiroth. That's almost a $100 card. That's great. But not many opportunities in a box of 30 packs to get value out of that spot unless you hit a Sephiroth, Cloud, Tifa, maybe a Yuna. And there's the second borderless legendary creature character hit. We probably won't see a third in this box. I'll say it one more time. Please like and subscribe if you're enjoying the video. And please, genuinely, constructive feedback, good, bad, in between. Leave a comment if you don't like how I do these videos or things you'd like to see me do differently. First and only Yuna Hope Aspira that I found. Also seems to be a pretty difficult mythic to find, just like Vivi. And the second Sid, Timeless Artificer, Final Fantasy XIV version. Second Sid in the box, which is more than you're used to seeing. Typically only one in a box. Summon, Titan. I don't think he will stay over $1. Seemed to be a very common pull from the rare slot and the holo slot, actually. Lucas Stadium, another very common No value through the ages cards. Still not used to seeing it spelled with a K and not a C. And as we work through the last pack, if you look at the total versus the cost, this is pretty typical, especially if you're paying close to $200 MSRP. Even with a Vivi, we didn't get there. And unless you really hit a Chase, a Sephiroth, or a Cloud of your 2 or 3 borderless character treatments you'll get, or you hit one of the really good non-foil through the ages, it's just hard to hit $200 in value from these boxes. And we end it with a Noctis. Good pack. Didn't lose much. Got the Vivi, so I consider it a win. Thanks for watching.